Speaking in front of the camera. So this is going to be a bit of a speedy one. My presentation is on 3D printing, and if you don't know what 3D printing is, it's a little robot that you buy, and this robot makes other things for you. They can be robots if you want to. You can make almost anything with them, it just is limited by what you can think of. For example, I use mine for my hobbies, including RC and rocketry. One being this plane, which I designed landing gear for, that spins, and it's easily replaceable. Another being this rocket, I designed the nose cone, and it worked really great. I also made some mousetrap-powered cars. They looked super cool, and they ran for hundreds of feet. My next project is a CO2 car like this one I made, but 3D printed instead of wood. 3D printing is great for custom objects that you can't easily find online, like cosplay. Here's a Mandalorian helmet that I printed. Fits great, I got to size it to my head. I also printed this gauntlet piece to have really great detail without having me to spend too much work. I even made Mando's blaster, and it turned out pretty sweet, and kinda strong, it didn't break. Another hobby I like is airsoft, so I printed this flash hider for one of my rifles. Then I printed a grip, but this one broke, and then I fixed it and it broke again. So then I printed this one that looks even cooler, and it hasn't broken yet, though that might be because I haven't used it yet either. A more useful print was this GoPro mount to mount to my helmet for my ghillie suit, and as you can see, it is nearly invisible. I also printed a foam holder for the silencer to keep it out of the way of the barrel, which you should be able to see. One positive of 3D printing is you don't have to wait for shipping. So this one part on my rifle broke the day before a game date, and I didn't have time to buy a new one, so I printed one, put it in, and it worked the whole day. I ended up saving $10 on the part and 2 weeks worth of shipping. For airsoft, I also made these caps that lock the bottom of this rifle stand. It's also great for printing other little knickknacks like this chainmail armor. It's also great for making presents for people that you know, like this reindeer for a friend of mine, or this Bulbasaur Christmas ornament for a friend who likes Pokemon. Another friend likes Supernatural, so I printed her the license plate of her favorite character's main car. Cousin loves dinosaurs, so I printed him a little flexible velociraptor. Another benefit is you can make stuff that nobody sells, like this. Charizard with the head of the Rock, if you're really weird. But also it lets you see the beautiful inside of a 3D print. I even designed a 3D printed puzzle box like this one with some really beautiful patterns that were able to be easily printed. Now with all those positives, there is negatives. This one took a few days to print, but you can always print your prints overnight, or when you're going out somewhere, you can just print it while you're leaving. It's still much faster than shipping it. Talking about money, it's an expensive tool, but it ends up saving you more money than it costs, and they're getting cheaper. $200 is for the one that I got. If you get this, it will be a hobby, not just a tool. Other people are doing much cooler things than I am, though. People that are designing prosthetic limbs, so they replace your arms with a 3D printed one. They can make it fit perfectly and so much cheaper. Others are printing houses with concrete and other materials. Some companies are even going crazy and they're printing entire rocket bodies out of metal. Yes, there are metal 3D printers. And some others are even printing race car parts, which is awesome. It's also just a ton of fun to make whatever inspires you, so if you want to join it, it's a good idea now. If I haven't ran out of time and you have any extra questions, you can ask me. I know a little bit about 3D printing, but not a ton. YouTube is your friend. This is going to be rough. If it ever breaks again, you'll know exactly what to do to fix it. Well, not really. You'll know part of what you need to do.